Got your mail, would you say I'm done after that?
Of course, 100%.
You know how sometimes fights get announced and we be like, damn, this the fight I ain't know we won it?
Yeah.
I think this is one of those fights.
A lot of bad blood.
Yeah, but not just that. It's just a hell of a matchup because you didn't think you would get.
Why would a fighter who was criticized for being dull in his last match and hasn't been active for more than 2 years suddenly challenge the new king of boxing, Terence Crawford? The answer might shock you. It hints at pure desperation. Jermell Charlo has stepped back into the spotlight, making headlines by saying he wants to face Crawford and calling it an honor to share the ring with him.
I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. I want all the smoke. Give me the best. I'm in shape. I train. My lifestyle is on the move. Everything is great. So why the fuck would I want the best, man? What y'all talking about, dog? I don't got time to be playing with none of these people with these promotionals and all of these. I'm with the old school boxing. If they gave me an offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time. I'm excited. I'm so. It'll be an honor to get in the ring with him, not just today, just because of what he done as becoming undisputed. He completed something that I didn't complete, and so being in the ring with Crawford would be amazing. I give him the best fight of today's era. I don't think that there's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now. The best fight really would be me. The best fight with boots is me. The best fight with...
Charlo is presenting this as a fight that could define his legacy, saying he'd give Crawford the hardest test of this generation and insisting that Crawford has no better opponent. He even added a touch of humility, admitting that Crawford achieved something he himself couldn't.
Gave me an offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time. I'm excited. I'm so... It'll be an honor to get in the ring with him, not just today, just because of what he done as becoming undisputed. He completed something that I didn't complete, and so being in the ring with Crawford would be amazing. I give him the best fight of today's era. I don't think that there's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now. The best fight really would be me. The best fight with boots is me. The best fight with Crawford is me. Obviously, nothing else, anybody else could. Earl and Virgil and the winner of them, but I really don't see nobody else. What y'all want me to do?
But all this talk about honor and greatness feels hollow when you think about Charlo's last outing in the ring. What's even more surprising is that this isn't the first time he's called out Crawford. After his 2023 defeat to Canelo, Charlo pulled the same move, calling out Terence Crawford, likely as a distraction from his poor performance.
Terence Crawford could be on a radar. I think he already probably been on Twitter, like lip wrestling with the internet, just to get some clout, some fans, and it's fine, but he's a champion, and maybe I'll talk a little bit more because that's what y'all want from me, because Terence Crawford been talking shit, so they're gonna bring out a different animal in me, but I don't know which animal. But yeah, man, I can fight Terence Crawford.
Let's go back to September 2023. Charlo jumped up 2 weight divisions for a huge payday against Canelo Alvarez and delivered one of the year's most disappointing performances. It wasn't just a loss, it was an absence of effort. Charlo landed only 71 punches in the entire bout and was dominated from start to finish. In round 7, Canelo dropped him with a right hand, forcing him to take a knee. From there, Charlo went into full defense mode. Analysts were harsh. Paulie Malignaggi said Charlo came just for the paycheck and fought like a man avoiding punishment instead of trying to win. The Sporting News called his showing lifeless and unwilling to engage.
How do you respond to him intentionally saying your name wrong? Because he said Zoo and then he changed
you know what?
to
I
Zoo.
think he's that illiterate that he can't speak properly. Like I don't think he can. Yeah, he just. I don't know. Like you can make him try say that word and Zoo, but he can't say it. Poor bloke.
That fight made it clear Charlo's only mission was survival. He hasn't fought since. Most boxing experts agreed that Charlo never really had a chance, not because he lacked skill, but because of the simple difference in size. As Sugar Ray Leonard bluntly put it, weight classes exist for a reason.
Weight classes for a reason, Ray. It looked like Charlo really couldn't get off
tonight against Canelo. What did you think about it?
You know what? Styles make fights. That was hey, I appreciate the fight.
There are weight classes for a reason, Rick. It was obvious Charlo couldn't get his rhythm going against Canelo. What's your take? You know what? Styles make fights. That was a good matchup. I respect it. Hall of Fame trainer Roy Jones Jr. explained it further, saying Canelo executed the perfect game plan for that fight.
You know, he fought the proper fight for the proper opponent. When you fight a guy coming up 2 weight classes, you're supposed to bully him. If he'd fought Floyd Mayweather that way back in the day, we'd saw a much better fight. But he didn't. But he's learned now, and that shows you that he's improved, and he understands boxing more now because he bullied the smaller gap. Which is
Commentator Al Bernstein noted that although Charlo did land a few clean punches, none of them had the strength to hurt Canelo.
Perfectly every second, and it's hard to hurt him. You know, Canelo, Jermell Charlo landed some really good punches, but they just weren't enough to hurt him. So
I expected them to battle for undisputed. I expected, a little small wage war, but it didn't happen. You feel me? Anticlimactic is what I would call it, because I just think Charlo realized early on that this wasn't where I was supposed to be with this type of power, with this type of strength. So he kind of survived and made it.
Most agreed that while Charlo is an elite-level fighter at 154 pounds, he simply lacked the power and size to earn respect from a legend like Canelo at 168.
It was about as good as it gets. I thought that was a tremendous all-around demonstration of what makes Canelo Alvarez the greatest fighter of the generation. From the fabulous chin, to the very effective defense, to mixing power punches together in the middle rounds, to landing one of the best right hands he's ever thrown to knock Charlo down, and using a series of left hooks to widen the margin down the stretch of the fight. It was vintage Canelo. It's about as good as it gets. I think it was a one-sided fight because Canelo Alvarez is a historically great fighter. I think Jermell Charlo is a talented fighter. He's proven that in the ring. But once in every generation, maybe twice in every generation, you get somebody who is up here, better than all the rest. That's who Canelo.
Beyond the size issue, the biggest complaint from fellow boxers was Charlo's mindset. Many believed he was mentally beaten before the fight even started. As Terence Crawford said that night, Charlo gave Canelo too much respect. Men way too much.
Man, Charlo gave him too much respect, man. He didn't fight his fight.
What would you do to Canelo?
I don't know if he was scared or not, but, Canelo did a tremendous job in there. He did what he had to do.
The fight was seen not only as a physical defeat, but also as a mental breakdown. Charlo looked like he was just happy to last until the final bell rather than fight to win.
Pointing fight, awful. I thought Charlo was just like, I don't know, it's like even when Golovkin fought Canelo, he never, in the third fight, it's like, I don't know, are you getting paid too much money? Have you got too much money? Because the special ones that have got too much money still stick it on the line. Canelo, AJ, but it almost looked like Charlo was like, I don't know what he got. 8 million, 10 million. And I was like, okay, it's almost like, let's not hurt each other in here tonight. I'm just going to get our money. And it's like, all the talk about legacy, sticking it online. A lot of fighters go, I'd rather get knocked out, carried out, than lose on points. But actually, how many?
What really revealed everything was Charlo's reaction at the post-fight press conference. Though he tried to stay calm, his words said it all. He called Canelo a beast and admitted, maybe I felt it more because it was my first time in that weight class. He even made excuses, saying, I wish I could have added a few more pounds, maybe 5 or so. Talking about the knockdown, he confessed it was the first time a punch had ever made him feel truly dizzy, a sign he was in a completely different league.
Interested at Crawford at 154?
Where we can make a fight at, I'll take it. I should be 1 or 2. I should be up there in the top dog. As long as I'm in a pound per pound, don't matter to me. I'm not in competition with the Terence Crawford ring walk. I know that's what everybody trying to get the answer to. Them came out with Miss Eminem. That was some bad shit. Like, I ain't gonna front. That's some cool shit. And it's gonna be hard to beat that. He win. That's not my world. We don't get paid for that anyways. But I almost had like Lil Wayne or something. I had some people I've been in contact with. So
Crawford watched that dull fight and didn't hold back. His response on social media was cold and straight to the point. Tweet 13. Yeah, you went out sad, he wrote. You didn't even try to win. All you did was survive. You should be ashamed. He continued, You talked all that before the fight and then went out like that. Pathetic. Then added, I'm done with twin Charlo. He's off my list. He just laid down and let Canelo handle him like his dad with no resistance.
Charlo fight Crawford first, and then see how that goes. And if he does good against Charlo with the weight, then let's see him come up and fight Canelo. Yes, but not right now. I want to see him. I want to see Crawford come up some weight classes and show he can be dominant at 54.
Do you think Crawford should go up to 154? Do you think?
Yes, Crawford definitely should go up to 54. Because I don't think he should fight 47 anymore. 54 and maybe even 62 after that. He's big enough to do that, along with all the Charlo brothers and stuff. So I definitely would love to see him do that. Awesome.
But Crawford's biggest statement didn't come from what he said. It came from what he did in the ring. He didn't just talk, he went out and accomplished what Charlo couldn't. 2 years after Charlo's collapse, Crawford moved up 2 divisions to 168 pounds. Instead of crumbling, he dominated Canelo Alvarez, winning a unanimous decision and capturing all his undisputed titles. Recent footage shows Crawford still in peak condition, clearly ready for whatever challenge comes next.
Double fake to your right. Double fake to your left.
No, stop.
You. Put your hand on your heart on top. Get back rhythm. Get back rhythm. Rhythm, y'all. Still got some abs. Double fake. Double fake. Double fake.
So, as you see, the pound-for-pound king, the undefeated 5-division world champion, the 3-division undisputed world champion, superstar boxer, first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires, Terence Bud Crawford, is still jacked and still in shape and sending a warning and letting the world know, I still got abs, I'm still in.
He didn't just beat the man Charlo failed to overcome. He did it convincingly.
But I think a lot of people took credit away from a lot of his wins. Like, I feel like when they kept throwing it out there that he didn't fight nobody.
Well, he did.
I disagree with that.
No,
Anybody you get in the ring with is a chance
no.
you can lose.
He didn't fight nobody that was on that level. That's what we say. So he fought somebody. But come on, bro.
I think he fought people.
Victor Postal.
That's a bad name.
That ain't a good. That ain't a.
During that time.
In order to say,
I'm saying during that time when he fought him.
He was overhyped.
He was overhyped? What? He had
Victor Postal is like this.
What's that
you know
dude
you talk
that
to a
was punching
boxer,
hard?
right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
a boxer.
Victor Postal's like this.
A lot of people couldn't deal with that. A lot of people can't deal with that style. A lot of people can't deal with that style.
Can't deal with that.
Come on,
a lot
man.
of people can't deal
Come
with that
on,
boxing
man.
style. He's jumping up in the air. He's a boxer, know how to use his range and his distance. A lot of people can't deal with that style.
That means the last 3 faces of the sport of boxing will have all retired undefeated. Floyd Mayweather, 50 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout. Andre S.O.G. Ward, 2-division champion, Olympic gold medalist, Hall of Famer, 32 wins, no loss, no draw, 16 wins by way of knockout, undefeated. Terence Crawford, that would make him 43 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins at least by way of knockout, undisputed. In the face of boxing.
Now that Crawford holds all the belts at 168, his opportunities are endless. But Charlo isn't only calling out Crawford, he's also aiming at another top contender. That's where things start falling apart. In a recent interview, Charlo called out the unbeaten knockout artist Jaron "Boots" Ennis, saying, I think Boots is great, but I'd give him all kinds of problems because styles make fights. For someone inactive this long, that sounded like a bold claim.
I think Boots is a great fight, though. I'll give Boots all the problems in the world. He's a great fighter. But I give him all the problems in the world. I think styles make fights, you know, like, even with the Canelo loss and the Canelo fight, I believe Crawford did absolutely everything that he studied, and he did it right.
I feel like you don't like Jermell. And if
I don't.
You got respect for the Earl. So if you did Earl like that, god damn.
I don't like Jermell for the simple fact that I feel he's a fake individual. I feel Earl is real. I feel he's genuine. I feel like he stand on 10 toes on everything that he say or do. I feel like Jermell is just one of those guys that do a lot for attention. I was cool with Jermell and Jamal and their older brother prior to me moving up in weight. You know, I got messages with he hit me up asking me he gonna pull up in Omaha, and we talking about cars, we talking about all different type of stuff. Once, you know, I moved up in the division, and I understand that they stablemate. He trained with Arrow Coach, and they've been knowing each other for a long time. For him to start bashing me and talking bad about me and saying I'm gonna get knocked out, and, you know, going out his way to say little slick shit about me.
Just days later, the truth behind Charlo's challenge was exposed by Jaron Ennis's promoter. Eddie Hearn shut it down immediately, saying he didn't believe Charlo would actually step into the ring. Hearn explained, "I don't think he'll take it. These guys priced themselves out right away." His comments made it clear this wasn't about legacy, it was about money. A final hit to Charlo's credibility.
I just don't believe he'll take it. You know, I mean, these guys, they just price themselves out straight away. And they go, "Oh, no, it's just my worth." It's not your worth, mate. I know the numbers, and if you want the fight, and listen, you'll be very well paid, but if you actually want the fight rather than want a payday.
That revelation made Charlo's so-called honorable challenge to Terence Crawford look desperate. Reports say he's asking for an extra $10 million to fight either Ennis or Crawford, proving he's chasing a payout, not a real test.
Just whatever, guy. You get your paperwork right. Talk to Mr. Heyman. We'll get a fight going. And you're damn right, it'll be easier. Let's get a big fight going, matter of fact. And I'll show you better than I can tell you. Ain't nothing easy in the ring with me, so I don't. Just, you know, I'm grown. These kids, they just talk and he ain't fought nobody for real. You know, like he just got out of top rank contract because Bob didn't want his ass no more, so he just got rid of him. So it's just like, I don't.
Meanwhile, Crawford's team is focused on serious goals. They've ruled out a Canelo rematch and turned down a massive fight with David Benavidez. Crawford's real plan is now becoming clearer.
Made it look so easy, shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, got 2-3 more in him and shit, you know what I'm saying? Train camp will try harder, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think a move to 160 would make sense?
I mean, if you want to do it, you know, it'd be a challenge. If you want to challenge yourself, yeah, I don't mind.
Now, it's said and it's being assumed, should I say, right, that Terence Crawford, after his move to 168, is now planning to drop down to 160 and become the undisputed 160-pound middleweight world champion.
New reports suggest Crawford is preparing to move down to 160 pounds to become the undisputed middleweight champion. The path is already forming. He could first target WBC champion Carlos Adams, then face the winner of the upcoming unification bout between Arislandi Lara and Janibek Alan-Canyuli.
Have Arislandi Lara versus Janibek, who's the unified champion. Lara's the WBA middleweight 160-pound champion. Janibek is the WBO and IBF world champion at 160. He fights for the middleweight undisputed title. He wins that title. He's now a 6-division champion, a 4-division undisputed champion, and he only had one fight at 168, one fight at 160. Got all knockouts at 147. That's historic. That's historic. And he's 39. He retires and walk off in the sunset. Same age.
Crawford's goal is to become a 6-division champion and a 4-division undisputed king, a historic run that has absolutely nothing to do with Jermell Charlo. So what's Crawford's real reaction to Charlo's latest call-out?
It's somewhat true because he definitely a bigger name than all the guys at 160. I mean, Janibek, Lara, and Adames. He definitely a bigger name. And it's just an intriguing fight. And the fact that Bud did what he did, to Canelo, and Charlo looked the way he looked against Canelo, makes it an even more intriguing fight. Because is it something we don't know about Jermell, or something we saw that we like Jermell's a chump, or is Bud just that good? You know what I'm saying? Now, if they fight each other, is that same aura going to come out that Charlo had with Canelo? Is that gonna come out with Bud, or is he gonna fight? That Charlo put it in the air, I think it's definitely realistic, and I think it's one of those fights. Bud may say, what's the point of me fighting him? But it's another body with a name. You know what I'm saying? Some of the names you can wipe away, and there's some names that's in stone. Charlo is in stone. So it's only one way to break up stone. You gotta get a jackhammer or some shit.
Crawford doesn't even need to respond. His actions, beating Canelo, staying in top form, and planning his next move at 160, say everything that needs to be said.
Is that true, or both of them?
Yeah, man.
Is that still real?
He's a groupie. You know what I mean? Like,
talk your shit, bud.
Like, I just feel like ever since I moved, and they was cool. You know what I mean? I'm still cool with Jermell. Jermell's still cool people, but Jermell, like, dude, just like weird. Like, he always angry. He always yelling. He always, you know, doing something off the wall, psycho type stuff.
But what is it between y'all two? How did that happen?
That's what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
You know, when I moved up in weight, and soon as I called out Spence and my name was being involved in Spence, he acted like that was his fiance or something. You know, he felt as if Earl couldn't speak for herself. He was, oh, Earl Spencer do this, Earl Spencer do that, and you too little, and Lions,
And since he already removed Charlo from his hit list back in 2023, Crawford is now fully focused on his legacy, while Charlo remains on the sidelines, exposed as a man chasing one last big payday.
Charlo thinks he would give Terence Bud Crawford the best fight of today's era. Listen, I'm all for confident, but let me make this very clear. Jermell Charlo and Terence Bud Crawford would not go over really well. Sure, the build-up process would be funny. Sure, it might be entertaining, but Terence Bud Crawford will put a whooping on Jermell Charlo so badly.
For the love of God, please, no rematch. Move on. 160-pound Charlo next. Big fight in Omaha, then retire. Thoughts? Nah, man. I mean, when he said I probably moved down to 160 last night, I almost vomited. What is there? We was already telling Johnny Bet, Carlos Adames, Charlo, there's nothing there. Now, I get it. He's the money man now, so he can go there. But, like, because he's the money man, is the Charlo fight all of a sudden that much bigger? No. Like, big Charlo, we don't think he's, like he's not who he used to be right now. He's still going through his things, and he hasn't fully came back 100%. Then his brother's been out 800 days. Like, do we really want Crawford to fight?
That's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss our upcoming uploads. Share your opinions in the comments below, and we'll catch you in the next one.